What did I do? I went to a graduation party for my cousin that graduated from college, and I had to run a couple errands. Hi, everybody. This is our pre-show. We're going to get started in a little bit, so I just hang tight. Some of our co-hosts are running behind, so um, I don't know if they're actually going to show up or not. I'm not sure, but we'll see. If not, it'll just probably be us. All right, so we've been off for 2 weeks. It's good to see you again, Mr. Stefan, the real Stefan. So how you been? You haven't been with us in like about a month.
Oh man, that's just work been keeping me busy, but I got that back under control. I was working a lot of hours and just dealing with work, dealing with real life, stuff in personal life, but shoot, everything's back on the up and up now, so everything's going good and it's great to be back, especially with all this stuff that's been going on in wrestling in the past 2 weeks or the past few weeks.
Yeah, that's very true. So everyone, while I'm sipping my tea. Oh yes, DC is good. Yes, I have a feeling this is going to be a good show. So because of everything that is going on, this is not going to be in chronological order. This is not going to be in alphabetical order. We're just going to have a joint conversation, and we are just going to talk. That's mainly it.
I mean,
now,
it's
I
so
was supposed to
much to talk about.
Yeah, that's why I just decided not to pull up an agenda because of so much stuff that went on for like the last month or whatever. Now, we're not going to go all the way back like a month ago or whatever. Ziggy, really?
He posing. You gotta pose. You gotta let that man get his posing off. He's showing the guns.
Really, Ziggy? Anyway. Goofy ass.
Hey man, I was trying to be like Bobby Lashley, bro. I thought y'all would appreciate that.
You getting close. I see the guns. But yeah, so we're not going to. I'm up here. Should I sip or should I? Wow. Oh. So yeah. So if there's anything that we have missed, or if you want to talk about, just let us know, because I know one subject we are probably going to miss. But we'll be airing in about 5 minutes, or probably about 3 more minutes. We're going to give the other guys an opportunity to catch up. So, but yes, remember to visit our merch store, www.healsforlife.com, to support our stream and buy a shirt, stickers, mugs, hoodies. Y'all gonna need hoodies because it's getting fucking cold in the motherfucking outside. Excuse my language, but yes, it's getting super duper cold. And this week is going to be cold. It's going to be in the minus like digits from what I was told, or from what I've been seeing or whatever. So. And we're supposed to get a major winter storm too.
I don't envy you up there in the north. Down here in Texas, I think the coldest that we got coming up will probably be Friday. It's going to be like 13 degrees down here, and I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Yeah, listen, when y'all really need to do something about that power, that power feed or whatever. Do
right.
Something about that. I hope y'all got that under control, because like
that part.
Yeah, because I seen some things I did not want to see in some of them pictures the last time y'all had like a sub-zero
snowstorm.
Y'all didn't even have a snowstorm. Y'all had, it was just freezing temperatures or whatever.
Was that earlier this year or last year?
That was 2020. For those of y'all that don't know, like Texas has their own power grid separate from the rest of the, everywhere else. So when the power goes out here, it's tragic, and it was tragic down here. A lot of people were, out without electricity for close to a week, some a little over 2 weeks, because that's how long it took for them to get their lights back on. People were getting hypothermia and all sorts of other things. See, I was in Arkansas at the time, so luckily I wasn't here when that happened. But we heard it. We had a lot of people. I know a lot of people from Texas during that time, and they were going through it. I was lucky enough to be in Arkansas, but we had got 2 feet of snow in the town I was in when all that stuff happened. I couldn't go to work for 5 days because the parking lot was covered in, ice and snow and stuff, and the city was quiet. Like, we could not move anywhere because the South was not equipped, to handle that, extreme weather like that.
I hear you. Yeah. Man, so this is not going to give me okay. Anywho, all right. So it looks like this is going to be us tonight. So, promise you guys a banger. We will be right back. Well, first I have to cut the stream for our viewers on Facebook. Unfortunately, I have to cut this. If you guys want to join us on Facebook, or if you want to join us on Twitter or on YouTube, please go over there right now. Yes, go over there right now. And for everybody else,
I got
thank
you, bro.
For joining us. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Did I get it? Right? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Looks like we are good with that. And let's start the show. Ziggy, if you will.
Looks like you lost another one.
It's just the fact that I'm highly dedicated to the grind. And I ain't never fake, boy, I'm like this all the time. And I'ma do me, it don't matter how you feel. And I'ma win even if I lie, cheat or steal. That's just real, I don't care if I leave the opposition feeling ripped off. And it's only cheating if you get caught. If you ain't with me, homie, I can never love ya. If you don't like it, I got 2 words for ya. I just rather lie, cheat, and steal. It's cool being faces, better being the heel. And I don't ever care how they feel. It's cool being faces, better being the heel. And they don't wanna see me in the field. It's cool being faces, better being the heel. No matter what, I'ma keep it real. It's cool being faces, better being the heel.
Welcome, humans. How are you doing? Yes, we are back after a 2-week vacation because, I had to get my blackness together, get my fatness together. Anyway, I'm your host, Mr. Team Briggy. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
The real Garland back from a month hiatus. What's up, everybody?
And of course, I am the sex medium self Rocket Reese.
And I'm the baby face on the Hill show, Ziggy the Beast, also the producer of the show. How y'all doing?
Hey, a minute, between you
Hello,
and All Star,
everyone.
like I think y'all done lost some of y'all hill points.
No,
Or
All
lost some of
Star is
your big
definitely not
Nah,
a
All Star done turned full blown heel lately.
That man's
He's
a
full-blown.
full blown heel.
Yeah,
Yes.
he about as full blown as Sammy's Uso. But
Like the crazy thing with All Star is like he was straight up. He used to be the bearded baby face. Like
He
for
used to
real. He used
Chris-
to be.
Chris was
Chris
a
done
bad
corrupted him.
I know. So do not put Chris in this.
hey,
You
wait a
know,
minute. Yeah, that will get more to Jaquez, because if y'all ever see how he'll All Star be on Wolfpack, yeah, I think
He's
that's
an-
where more of that heel
He's
side
an
came.
instigator. He's an instigator over there. See, over here, he tried to say, oh, I'm a face. I'm great, and all that other shit. No. He is trash like he is over there. And the other one, say the Whoop Back Wrestling Podcast. And then when he come over here, he intensifies, So
Yes.
but anyway, so All Star can't be here tonight because he got other obligations with his church and everything. So that's cool. T.O., I have no idea where he is. I think he was held up, or I think he's traveling right now. I'm not too sure, but and the enforcer, he can, and the enforcer, I believe he just couldn't make it this evening. So everybody should be back for next week, because next week is our last show for 2022.
Christmas.
Yes, Christmas, yes. So we're definitely going to get into that toward the end of the show. But right now, welcome to episode 205. Once again,
And it's not live.
everybody and everybody,
I like that.
we are going to go over some of the wrestling topics that we missed out on. We're not going to go too back or whatever, because we want to focus on what's been happening recently or whatever. Now, if we got any time, we will go back and we will revisit some of those topics if we do have time, because this is a 2-hour show. So without further ado, let's go with the first topic. The first topic is Sasha Banks. I don't know who want to start. Whoever want to go first, y'all can go.
I'll step up. I'll step
Take
up.
it,
I find it very, very interesting with this topic here, and with Sasha Banks, there's so much that keeps coming out about it. Now we're hearing that her release was probably negotiated months ago, that she's no longer with the roster. We heard that, all she requested, and yes, I'm saying that's all she requested because it should have been minor, because we're talking about a company that's making money hand over fist. All she requested was to get paid like a Becky Lynch and a Charlotte Flair. They felt like she wasn't worth that money. She wasn't marketable, but yet she's the one on The Mandalorian. She's the one that's popping up during New York Fashion Week. She's the one that has her face everywhere since she's left the company, and probably making a bigger star for herself since she's left.
Yeah, she won the ESPYs with Bianca, for the
Exactly.
She did win the ESPN award. That's right. She did.
Yeah. So she's marketable. So, and to me, she's more of the face of that women's division, if I'm not mistaken. And see this, let's even go, kind of further back during WrestleMania. I swear they made like a 5-minute video highlighting her career and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you put the spotlight on her, but then you're gonna turn around and say in the same turn that you feel like she's not a big name compared to the other two. That's ridiculous.
And not to mention, she's the reason you got Snoop at a second WrestleMania.
Exactly.
And whatever Snoop touches brings attention to it. So You know, that should be a feat in and of itself.
And we see how like Bianca Belair is being showcased, right? But people gotta understand Sasha was the catalyst for that. So I mean that's another thing. That'll probably be her last contribution to WWE. And I'm tired of this narrative that people are putting out there that she's this and that. At the end of the day, Sasha Banks does care, but also she realizes that the longer you've been somewhere, the more work you done put in, the more you done earn something. You deserve to be compensated for it.
Right.
So I mean, I don't understand why people are saying, and when I say people, I'm talking about those fans that look at this as an excuse to crap on her and stuff. Like, what is wrong with her demanding more money? And the crazy thing is, the whole Sasha Banks thing is going to tie us loosely into the Mandy Rose stuff that we're going to talk about later. So, I mean, she deserves that big money. Whether you people out there want to admit it or not, she don't need the WWE anymore. She's a big name now. And the fact that Reese, I'm pretty sure you'll correct me on this, Bushy Road, the fact that they're willing to come out of their own pocket to pay her a lot of money to pop up in Japan lets you know something. She knows what she's worth. She's the bigger name of the two. She's a bigger name than Becky Lynch. Let's be honest. Becky Lynch hasn't been the man in like maybe 2 years. And Charlotte is off TV on vacation, taking a long vacation. And to be honest, she's not missed. Like, people can care less if she's on TV right now. So why not try to work things out with Sasha? Pay her what she feels like she's owed. Have something sensible for her. And all of this could have been avoided. But we're at this point now, and wherever she pops up, I hope she's making the money that she deserves, and I know she's going to be very successful.
Yeah. To go off a couple of comments. Yeah, first, Ty, you're right. Sasha is a businesswoman because she definitely made some moves outside of WWE, and put some more eyes not only on their product but also kind of got people saying, hey, she could do something outside, like whenever she wants to stop wrestling. And then Austin, you're right, dude. Sasha, she's not hit her peak yet. As a matter of fact, I don't even think she's hit her peak yet, because despite all the stuff that she has done, I don't think we've even seen a tenth of what she's capable of doing yet. Because she's done some great things automatically, but we haven't seen her really hit that, like, that uber level where it's like, she done showed y'all daring a woman right now or somewhere in the future. It's going to be a long time before y'all see a woman do what she's capable of doing. And I'll tell you, when that Sasha comes out, game's going to be changed.
So let me go back to the Sasha Banks situation. So once again, fans are not loyal. Fans want Sasha to break her neck. They want her to bleed. They want her to come to work. But they don't give a fuck about her worth. They don't respect her as a person. They say, hey, I want you to sign this autograph and then keep it moving. There are levels to this shit when it comes to Sasha Banks. I'm glad that she left. I'm glad that her and Naomi took a stand and said that we're not going to deal with this shit anymore, because it makes no goddamn sense that Becky and Charlotte is getting paid more than Sasha, and then the WWE tried to hide that shit and try to pretend that, oh, well, we know her worth, but we're not going to tell none of you guys. We're going to keep a lot of shit on the hush hush. And that was one of them. See, Sasha said, I'm done playing with you motherfuckers. You want to know why Becky and Charlotte didn't want to leave? Because they got paid their worth. Sasha, on the other hand, did not get paid her worth. And that's why she left. But then, yeah, you want me to come here and talk about that, you know, I'm the boss, and you want me to entertain the WWE audience, but then, yeah, you're not paying me for what I need to be, for my worth.
And elevate new talent.
So how does that work? And then you got wrestling fans that's out there that says that, oh, well, she's not worth it anyway. So we don't give a fuck about her. But you didn't have that same energy 3 years ago. You didn't have that same energy. Now what happened? Oh, well, we don't want her anymore, whatever. Who is we? Who is we? That's what I want to know.
Can you bring up this comment here by Austin real quick?
Of course. Which one?
This one he just wrote right now.
The one when he says in the way?
Yeah.
In the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Austin Jones says, in a way, Sasha made Becky, Charlotte, and Bayley at the end of this. He said that's end of discussion, which is a good point because in NXT, nobody was really talking about Bayley like that until she had that match with Sasha Banks in NXT.
Which is one of the greatest women's matches of all time.
Sasha Banks is tied to a lot of stuff. That's a good point. Sasha Banks is tied to a lot of stuff. She's tied to Bayley. She's tied to the Thunderdome era. Her and Bayley pretty much held it down in the Thunderdome era on all.
Her Charlotte having a first roster women's main event.
That's a good point as well. Yep. And then Bianca Belair, she's been part of her rise to stardom.
She elevated, she elevated Bianca. So, like, I don't understand where they say that, well, we didn't have any long-term plans. And this goes all the way back to race. They don't want to talk about that. They want to ignore that shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
They want to say that,
hey, well, we have somebody else. Sorry to cut you off, Chris. We have DJ Red Flags joining us tonight on the show. T.O., what's good, bro?
Hey, my bad, y'all. I had to feed the kids.
Hey,
and sorry about that, Chris. Finish your thought, bro.
No, I'm just saying that, you know, at the end of the day, this is really about race, but we don't talk about that shit. Motherfuckers want to ignore that shit. Once again, okay, so what is the difference between Bayley,
the Four Horsewomen,
Charlotte,
right?
Bayley, Charlotte, and Becky. Like,
what the crazy thing is? I'm gonna tell you the difference. Sasha's making less but doing more than them. Let's be real. Like, people don't want to talk about it. Sasha's doing more.
That's what black people do.
How that saying goes? We got to do 2 times the work to get half of what they have.
Facts. Overwork, underpaid, just like you say, Stephen.
And let me throw something else to go back to Austin's point here.
Okay.
If you go back to Ronda's first run, look at who gave her most competitive match, or competitive
that's true.
Match.
That was Sasha.
At the Royal
and you know what I find hilarious
first
too?
Run.
Yeah, and you know what I find hilarious too? Do you notice how people try to say that Sasha is greedy, but she's actually the most giving performer of the 4? She's the one that actually her and Bayley, I would say, have the same mindset. They both give a damn, where they're trying to elevate the whole entire division. But yet these fans out here, you let these fans tell it, they're saying she's the most greedy of the 4, which she's not. She's the most giving. The one video that I like was
watches a lot too.
Yeah, I'm like, where? The one video I like was, and a fan recorded this video, was after she lost to Bianca at WrestleMania, and she was kind of sitting outside the ring. She couldn't help but smile. She couldn't hide that smile because
she was proud for Bianca.
Yes, like she gives a damn.
The work it did.
And, I mean, like also mentioned, proud for herself too, because, and I'm glad for once WWE actually managed to reference these are two black women in a WrestleMania main event. I was like, you even saw it in their face as soon as the bell rang.
They both was crying.
And to go to Real's point, if that's not showing that you give a damn, I don't know what is.
Fact.
Exactly.
I agree, Reese.
Because people knew how important that moment was. Not only were they the first two black women to main event of WrestleMania, they were the first two black people, period, to main event of WrestleMania. And it's crazy. But yet people want to say that she's greedy and all this, and she's about herself and stuff like that. But if we learned anything in the past few years, the ones that were for themselves all along, one, Charlotte has always been for herself, let's be real. But I don't see nobody talking about that or been on that. Becky has shown in the past she could be about herself. Sasha, see, matter of fact, yeah, pull up Austin's comment right there. That last comment he made.
All right, Austin Jones says Becky, Charlotte, and Bayley said themselves that wrestling wasn't their first choice. Sasha say that wrestling was all she wanted to do from day one.
Exactly.
So wrestling was a fallback, even for I love Bianca Belair, but she was an athlete. She was a track star. Wrestling.
Exactly.
She didn't have she didn't grow up loving wrestling, and that's not to say that's a downside to anybody, because not everyone grew up loving wrestling like we did. However, that just shows you how much Sasha cares about the business, because it's in her blood. It is in her being.
It's really fucked up that the business don't give a fuck about her.
It really is.
I'm sure all of us has been in this position before, when you love something so much and it don't love you back. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm shit. Like, it makes
what I'm saying?
like
when you pouring, and you never get, but you pouring, but your glass is empty. How does that make you feel? So Sasha said, you know what, F it, I'm out. I'm about to do runway. And then she can't do runway modeling. They talk about her doing that. She can't do Mandalorian. They talk about her doing that. She can't do things. She can't go to NBA games with Naomi and Jade Cargill. She can't. So it's like, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Your husband's trash. He's a beta male. It's like, y'all talking about the girl husband. Y'all talking about her life. It's like, bro, like, what do you want her to do? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, the most evil people is the ones that claim that they support you. Mm-hmm. And that is in real life too. Like, the ones that they say they love you the most and they support you are the ones that hate you the most. That is so deep.
Can we address the monkey in the room that's been going on since they left? Both Sasha and Naomi left.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If this women's division is so called together, and I'm pretty sure there's some women on that roster that agree with their stance, they should have been willing to step up and be vocal too, especially now that the person that they were scared to come to with their issues is no longer there. Why nobody has still stepped up and been vocal about it? And I'm going to ask y'all this question. Wasn't Sasha and Naomi right at the end of the day? Weren't they right?
Yeah. Let me tag on to your point though. Yeah, how about the one person who allegedly was the head of this women's revolution? How come she's not how come she's been one of the people that's done the least for it? That being Stephanie.
Right. The women's tag team division is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ronda Rousey is completely irrelevant on TV. She's a complete afterthought.
What you gotta say? What you gotta say, Tio?
Bringing up Stephanie, that's a huge say hi.
Hi.
I think what we're all missing, not really missing, we're just really looking. I think when I jumped right in, Chris was hitting the hammer with the nail with the hammer or whatever. I think it is a lot had to do with the big race card. It has a lot to do with that. And if you go back to history, how many African American champions have we had? And they did have it. How much of a shitty run did they have? Look at Kofi. Look at Bobby. The only person right now that's getting a great rub right now is literally Bianca. And right now, we all know that her days are counting until Charlotte gets what? Charlotte is in what, Rome right now?
Charlotte get back, yeah.
When Charlotte gets back, she's dropping that title.
And that TV show too.
See, the thing about it is with Stephanie is inconsistent, but nobody talk about that. They don't talk. There's a lot of shit that people do not talk about, and they want to throw it under the rug and pretend that they don't see it. Stephanie was the main person, the advocate, to say like, oh, she's going to elevate the women's division. Honestly, what in the hell has she done for the past couple of years other than spread her legs and get pregnant? Like, seriously. Like, what has she done? What is she doing now?
I mean,
like,
she did say that Triple H likes anal.
It's like the women are getting booked like they used. It's like the women are getting booked like they used to back during the Divas era, where they get only maybe like 5-10 minutes at the most on TV. Probably not even that nowadays.
No,
and it's getting back to the.
No, in the WWE, they're getting more time in the WWE than if you go to AEW, you see their women's division. I feel like they get more time in WWE, but what's being said and shown is like, all right, that all women's pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
We were thinking that this is going to happen, what, maybe twice a year? Where's that at no more? You know what I mean? Like, where's the work on that? So it's like you say something for a second just to get the monkey off the back, and then as soon as everybody is full and fed everything, then go back to the regular shit. So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, well then, now that Sasha said, know what? If you guys not going to give me the money that you're giving to Becky and Charlotte, then I'm taking my ball and I'm going elsewhere. You're going to miss me when I'm gone. And then when she goes overseas and starts getting that bag, start getting that Jeff Jarrett bag, and WWE is gonna come back crawling back and forth and say, "No, I come back when I'm good and ready to. Right now, I'm good."
And I'm gonna tell you this, and this is my prediction on it. If they play that game with Bianca will be the next to go because her star is getting up there now. She'll be the next to be like.
She hired a acting agent. You heard about that too, right?
Exactly. Hired an acting agent. I know her and Montez got that reality show coming up. I know she's about to start taking other ventures. How long is Bianca going to be there? But how long she's going to be there before he's like, you know what? I done did what I needed to do. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
No, or I see how you treating Sasha.
Yep.
So let me go ahead and get my ducks in a row because I'm the flavor of the, she been doing her thing for the past few years.
Flavor of the month.
She's the flavor of the month. But once Charlotte gets back,
But see, it's a never-ending cycle with the WWE. It's like nothing changes. It's just it's wash, rinse, final spin, finish, repeat. That's it. It's like it's never ending. So let's go to the Mandy Rose situation.
Okay.
So me and my cousin talk about this. After I seen the picture. So here's the thing. I went to his graduation party, right? He spotted me, was going around hugging everybody, and went straight to me and said, "What's up with this Mandy Rose situation?" I said, "You don't care about your graduation party?" He said, "Bro, I wanted to talk to you about this shit at the cookout, but I couldn't get a chance to." So we were sitting back and we was talking about Mandy Rose, and he was just like, "Why did they fire her?" I said, "Because she wasn't the flavor of the week." Now, what Ty just said, that Stephanie didn't like Mandy Rose, it wouldn't surprise me. Because, I mean, look what she did to China. She knew that she was in a relationship, and yet she wanted to be a hoe. But, I digress. But anyway, let's move on. So, Mandy Rose, I don't understand why they fired her. You said that she was doing porn, and that's outside WWE's, standards. But then yet you turned her into a porn star, which I don't get.
All right. So, basically, when Vince was in power, Vince did not want no third-party platforms.
Yeah, all the Twitch stuff and all the
whatever stuff. So when Hunter came back, Hunter was like, "No, what? I don't care. Have it." So regards, I know a lot of people brought up Natalia. Natalia does not have an OnlyFans. Her sister has an OnlyFans. She takes pictures with her sister, so that's not her platform. But we came down to Mandy Rose.
She just happens to appear on there every now and then.
Yeah, we came down to Mandy. She had a video with her fiance, and she had some very flattering pics. WWE told her, "Hey, you need to take this down." And I believe she said yes, okay, but she didn't take them down right away. Fans leaked it out, and that's what happened. So WWE
The
took
fans
it
did
as,
it.
So the WWE took it as she was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna do what I'm doing because I'm making this extra money," type of thing.
So they didn't do a full investigation. They were just kind of quick trigger
They
finger,
never
trigger happy.
They never do full investigations. They shoot now, ask questions later.
Yep.
And that's what
It's
they
like-
do.
Isn't that like the same thing that they did with Velveteen Dream as well?
Yep. Austin Theory. No, Austin Theory.
Seth Rollins.
It was it Nash Carter?
That's who it was. The
Yeah.
MS
Yeah.
was it MSK?
MSK.
Yeah, MSK,
in
yeah.
NXT. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't do full investigations. Is it? You know what I mean? But then but before they were doing angles with her, and remember her and Jimmy in the hotel and this, that, and third.
All that.
So, yeah, I mean it's shady. It's shady and it's ugly. But the fans, it's these Chris. What do we call these fans?
WWE Party Patrol.
No. The entitlement.
The title drone.
The entitled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I
The
mean,
entitlement drones.
I mean, even if I pay for it, knowing everybody else needs to see this, you know, what I mean, if the fans wouldn't have leaked it out and she would take it down when she actually was
When she had a
going
chance
through,
to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it would have been an issue. But the fact it went out and they took it as you would give us the middle finger, and then that's when they did the investigation and said the door is open for the future for her. So I think they went to die down. And rehired
My
her.
nigga, like you just fired. Okay, I don't get this. So you just fired me right after I was the longest reigning women's champion for a fucking year.
And found out she did nothing wrong.
And didn't do anything wrong. You fire me, and then you go on and then say you're welcome to come back.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
they
but
really
you
did
wanted
say
to-
that.
But you know, let me go back to like something I brought up Thursday when I was full thing. You know, is the most bullshit thing about this whole thing? Now, Vince stepped down what? July, right before SummerSlam, right?
Mhm.
So you had middle of July, second half of July. You had all of August, September, October, November, and then first half December of y'all presenting Mandy as like this hot, sexy character, but yet y'all have a problem with her doing like some stuff on the side, even though pretty much what you present her as on camera ain't too much different than what she's doing off camera.
Right.
Now was she getting now these photos they're talking about? Was she getting her back blown out on her page?
There
Like,
was,
No, it's just a little bit of titty showing and stuff from what I heard.
No.
Wait,
There was two videos of the shower clip and the bedroom scene, where she was barebacking, and then there are some pictures where it's now full. Well, I mean, the top wasn't full down, like she was like covered, but there were some lip slips and yeah,
Like some implied stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I seen worse on Cinemax.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what's the like? What are we really talking about here?
Max phase.
Yeah, I mean, the one on
Friday
Cinemax
night
is
at
horrible.
11:59 on Cinemax.
Yeah, that's that soft stuff. That's what
That's
we're
a
talking about
soft
here.
porn. Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So like,
let
what
me-
are we really talking about here? You know what I'm saying? This is
Well-
like PG-13 stuff.
yeah.
and I think the Mattel stuff that they bring up was kind of bullshit too, because I'm pretty sure there's wrestlers that did a lot worse and wasn't threatened by Mattel to be like, hey, fire this person. I think the Mattel story is bullshit when it comes to that, saying that they're the ones that had a problem with her doing that stuff and that it got leaked out and stuff like that. And for them to act so quickly, like y'all brought up, it's just the swiftness of what they did. She was wrestling on Tuesday. Her ass got fired on Wednesday.
Like, damn, give me a chance
Mattel,
to, yeah.
Mattel, the toy company, right?
The investor, yeah, they're an investor with WWE.
Okay, so why the fuck they so damn worried about Mandy Rose or like leaked out pictures, whatever? If she didn't do it, then why do she need to be punished? I don't understand why WWE don't have like any policies.
They just jumped the gun. They literally just jumped the gun on it, like they always do. They're like,
yeah.
They jumped the gun, and then once they realized they were wrong, like, well, you could come back. Like this, once it's blown over, you come back. By then, I'm like, no.
Once it's blown
why?
over.
Then especially now,
go ahead.
Yeah, see, this is why he'll call this "I'm sorry" era, because anytime it's like, oh, we shouldn't have released you, but we did. We screwed up, so what can we do to get you back? That's pretty much number one. But then number two, there's also a double standard here, because do y'all remember the last time WWE was family friendly? Let's see. Didn't they have their WWF champion posing for Playgirl?
Yep. Oh, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Well, that was like kind of like on the edge of the Attitude Era or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like in between New Generation, but they were still a year away from it.
Sable, China.
Yeah,
but that's the problem with having a publicly traded company. You have all these, what they say is too many chefs in the kitchen.
Too many hands in the cookie jar.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. You know what I'm saying? Those certain terms. It's like you have.
Ziggy.
I'm sorry.
Americans.
Indians is a country. It is a nationality.
Ty, you're absolutely right. WWE has never been family friendly. They family friendly when they want to be.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't think these problems really came like. I mean, they already had their issues, but once you become a publicly traded company, you start having TV networks and all these other different people and these shadow Illuminati people making decisions. These faceless people,
Illuminati.
You know, making decisions on a company that you never even seen. You know what I'm saying? That have a say so in the company.
That's fine.
Let's ask the question. Let's ask the question here. So she's done this, right? And she's done this because probably one thing, and you already know what I'm going to get to. The money. Do you feel like if she was getting a sufficient amount of money or being paid a reasonable amount of money from WWE, would she would have done that? Would she would have had all that content available for people to pay for? Because from what I've seen online, I don't know if it's true or not. I find it hard to believe, but they're saying she was probably making $125K a year.
Probably.
And
even that.
I don't know, but I'm telling you right now,
NXT people make less than the main roster do.
Her subscription on her OnlyFans probably went through the fucking roof because of all this thing. So with her, I'll sit back on it.
Oh, speaking of
hot girl pics for you. There you go. Oh, they
Mandy Rose coming through.
Wow. You're really coming through.
No, but I'm telling you now, it's like something like this. It's like literally.
Let me get them out of here.
So much money in her pocket right now.
Exactly. I think they said she was making like close to probably $250,000 in like a week off that site alone. So I mean, think about it. That's her making money where she ain't having to hurt her body to make the money.
No, all she gotta do is this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all she gotta do. I'm not flexible. That shit hurt.
All she gotta do is just take pictures of her feet.
Alliance flexibility.
And she's making money, so she's making easy money. I mean,
it's easy money. She's making that pandemic money.
Exactly. So I mean, she obviously is doing this because she's probably not making enough money from what they're paying her right now in WWE. Otherwise, I don't think she would be doing this.
Or she saw that as a lucrative industry, and know
Yep.
get in while the fire's hot. I mean, make a quick bag. And then
off of
close it.
male thirst. That is one of the most lucrative industries out right now. Is male thirst,
Exactly.
and
It is.
and these women profiting off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
everybody want a piece of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Now-
cracking in the 80s.
Now let's
yeah.
talk about Vince McMahon and his documentaries and possibly coming back.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about a complicated man. You know, Vince McMahon is not a bad guy. He's a complicated man.
Oh Lord.
So
They did say
what
that.
what I'm
Well,
trying to
actually-
understand is what I'm trying to understand is why do people go on documentaries and make complete fools out of themselves? Like, why would you? Why? And the crazy thing is that this dude is a writer. I forgot which news site he works for, but bro, to say that Vince McMahon is not an evil man, he's a complex
Complicated
man,
man.
or complicated man.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
He's
that
a complicated
means.
man who works in an industry that who works in an industry that allows him to. God, I need to go back and find that clip. But yeah, he's
so like
complicated. He's complicated.
So my
Yeah.
whole thing is raping women, manipulating people, covering murders. You telling me that this is why he's complex or complicated or what? I mean, what are we saying here? And then on top of that Vince McMahon wants to come back to the WWE. A lot of people say that if he does come back to the WWE, he will cripple the WWE. I see this on one podcast that I think Vince McMahon literally wants to destroy his own creation.
I want to
just
inject
because.
my own company with poison.
And this time I'm
Yeah,
not talking
exactly.
about NWO
If
either.
I can't
Yep.
have you, no one can.
Hey, that's true, Tio.
If I can't have you, no one can. And to hear some of these stories that I never heard before, like the tennis salon story, I was like,
Mhm.
Vince, my God,
This is wildin'. Why are you so horny?
yo, this man has 9 lives. This man beat so many cases, dude.
You know why?
Yes.
Because of 2 words. Jerry McDivitt. He has
Oh,
a
a
pit
lawyer.
bull of a lawyer. That motherfucker is a beast. Jerry fucking McDivitt is undefeated. He's undeniable. Like hell, that's probably why this documentary was as tamed as it was. Because trust me, they didn't go 100% in like they could have went on the
Vince Russo
documentary.
went in. Like, I don't like Russo. I don't. But this is the most transparent I've ever seen Vince Russo. Vince Russo laid it out like, yo, you could tell in Vince Russo's voice how much he still hates Vince.
Yes,
Man.
he's very annoyed with Vince McMahon, and so am I. Like, I don't want to wish death on people or whatever. Like, I do care about our brand, and I do want us to stay on the air. But I'll just be direct. Like, I just really wish that Vince just rest in peace peacefully and just been done with it. Because like all this bullshit about him coming back, I'm gonna take it as a rumor. That's all I'm gonna just take. I'm gonna just take that as such. Him even trying to even think about coming back this is his ego talking. This is not good for business. This is not him trying to put the WWE having a brighter future for the WWE. This is more so for Vince. Vince do not want nobody running in WWE but him. And he's sick.
I do.
He's sick of hearing about Triple H too. You don't think he's hearing about? Oh man, Triple H is doing this.
He's doing
Oh man,
shit.
Triple H is doing that. Oh, he's getting tired of hearing it.
See, that's like what you just said right now. Now you see why I have historically said Vince secretly had animosity for NXT. Because
Exactly.
he
Oh,
got
it's
sick
clear.
and tired of hearing the job Triple H was doing with them, and why they was always outshining the main roster on pay-per-view weekend. Or the Big Four pay-per-view.
Because remember, they was this close to making NXT a third brand to be on the same level as Raw and SmackDown. He was like, you know what? No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Y'all development.
He's like, fuck it.
Look at Survivor
Oh,
Series.
especially
I
after
mean,
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series.
Especially
That's
that
it.
Survivor Series when
That's right, T.O.
NXT was still in the damn show.
No, but think about
Yo,
too.
Ty hit it right on the head though. Vince McMahon is Lucius Lyon. He is Lucius Lyon.
Yeah.
He really
Yeah.
is. He
has
is
all-
Lucius Lyon. If you think about it, because like you said, this dude has the biggest ego in the world. He has it, and like you said, that's probably fucking with him.
No,
Because not only are you hearing people backstage say it's a better environment, you're hearing board members saying that they prefer to work with Triple H and Nick Khan and Stephanie. You're just hearing people all the way around from the top to the bottom saying that they love the environment that
Everybody,
WWE now
the
suggests
morale is so much better in Stanford now. It's like,
exactly.
what the hell you mean by that? What you was trying to say, T.O.?
But real quick, Reese.
Yeah, get in, T.O.
It's like it's NXT has saved the main roster more than one occasion. They saved it. Takeovers have pushed. I mean, have a lot of profit.
That
Man,
brought
they got
people
stuck
back
in-
that stopped watching wrestling. That brought
Exactly.
NXT brought people back to wrestling.
But they
got
said, but they
stuck
also
in
said that
overseas Saudi.
NXT is not making a profit, which
Now
I
they're
don't.
not.
But they said that they never made any profit. Remember
No,
what
they
happened?
made
Remember
money.
what AB said in the cookout that they never made a profit.
Oh, well, I
My
mean,
nigga-
yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
AEW
I'm
was
sorry.
wrong because they did. Because no way in hell that the takeover was that big and you guys are not making no money off that. I'm sorry.
Sold
That's
out
bullshit.
every time, T.O.
I mean, that's like
Exactly.
retarded. I mean, like anytime that you have a product, you are going to get some money out of it.
Yes.
Like, I don't understand
Merch.
like how you not making a profit out of this shit. They were
You're not
selling
gonna-
out fucking arenas when they weren't on.
Oh yeah. Oh, and
Exactly.
especially when Undisputed, because look at
Yeah.
himself.
Undisputed Era?
Undisputed Era t-shirts were all throughout the joint.
Revival.
You can't sit here and tell me that they didn't make a profit off of that.
Sanity,
Hell,
AOP.
And-
Come on,
hell,
all them
before he
teams.
got into his legal troubles,
Why?
Filthy Dream was up in there.
People want to go off of numbers and
Keith
shit,
Lee.
and they want to downgrade the product or whatever. But at the end of the day, like T.O. said, that they saved the main roster on more than one occasion. Like when the main roster was on Sunday, we was worried about Saturday. We was like, man, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck about the.
They gotta follow
remember-
SummerSlam. Gotta follow
we
that.
don't care
Yeah.
about them.
Y'all remember when they got stuck in Saudi? Who saved SmackDown?
Triple A.
Boom,
NXT.
Adam Cole, baby.
Remember?
What was it?
NXT
Adam
came
Cole
in
and Daniel Bryan, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
tore the house
remember, the Survivor Series. That Survivor Series would have been trash if it wasn't for NXT. And NXT
I
came
agree.
in there and
Facts.
wiped the fucking floor.
Mhm.
Outshined.
And mind you, this was 24 hours after half of that roster was competing at War Games.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very much.
That's
so.
a good point, Reese. Good point.
Mhm.
Like y'all,
Half
I
man
got
ain't recovered yet.
like I've been to multiple takeovers and like multiple takeovers, and the environment is like nothing else. It's like nothing else. It's fucking electric in there. It's off the chain. I was at the takeover where Adam Cole became the first ever North American champion. I was at the takeover when Aleister Black made his debut in WWE. And both takeovers that I went to was electric. That same takeover Aleister Black made his debut was Shinsuke Nakamura's last takeover against Bobby Roode, and it was electric in there.
I think
Like,
it was San Antonio.
I agree with T.O. said.
Had to be there. Mm-hmm.
There was not an empty seat in that house. There was not an empty one at all. The whole place sold the fuck out, and everybody was just lit the whole entire time. So I agree with T.O. that NXT probably not only saved the fans that were on the bubble of leaving and not wanting to watch the product no more, but also bringing some lap fans back in to watch and see what the fuck is going on.
Mhm.
That's facts.
Mhm.
Did you
But
want
here's
to
the
say
crazy
something,
thing on
Chris?
the flip side, though. Here's the crazy thing on the flip side.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
And this will
Oh,
probably
go ahead,
answer
Steph.
why. This will probably answer why they don't do the new NXT in arenas when they have a premium live event. I went to, I don't even call it a takeover. I went to the premium live event that they did have. The Saturday night before WrestleMania happened. I've never seen an NXT event in the arena that empty.
Oh, and they
That's
did
true.
Stand and Deliver last year or this past year.
Yep. Do you know how much I paid for my
Vince
ticket?
did that. Vince did that.
Right. Do you know how much I paid for my ticket to get in there?
How much?
About $26.
Damn.
And it wasn't a
Wow.
bad seat. It was not a bad seat. It wasn't a nosebleeder at all. It wasn't a nosebleed at all. It wasn't a bad seat. I could clearly if I'm nearsighted, y'all. If I got a seat where I could see the ring without having to look on the screen, wow. But I paid $26 and it was not packed out in there. There's a lot of the arena tarped out. I wished I would have when I was doing my little live thing during the WrestleMania season, I wished I would have sent Reese and the Enforcer like a live feed of what the arena looked like, because it wasn't packed at all.
Mhm.
And it was quiet most of the time. You could tell then that the environment changed.
Yeah, we'll never get NXT takeovers like we got within that small time period. Was like a 3 to 4, 3-5 year time period. NXT was
Exactly.
Like
and this comes back full circle to
it'll
this
never
Vince
be that
McMahon
again.
stuff. Vince McMahon killed something that could have been great. This is where it comes full circle with the Vince shit. Vince McMahon killed something that could have been great if he could have put his ego aside.
He will
But
never do
to me,
that.
all this is just another thing with Vince. He killed a potential Rolodex of superstars he could have had.
Yep.
This motherfucker raping female referees, touching people at tanning salons, the steroid scandal, the plane ride from hell,
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart. Whether we want to admit it or not,
That shit still hurts.
It still
that
hurts.
shit still hurts.
I was seeing a documentary on Shawn Michaels today, as a matter of fact, and like how you know what? I'll probably talk about that on TikTok, whatever. Hopefully, y'all still stay there on TikTok, whatever. But it's just
acting on TikTok.
It's a bro. Like I'm like one step. I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out, bro. Like it's
Wait,
man.
we just got 1K on TikTok, man. We was doing our thing, bro. What's
Man,
going on?
I might have to make a backup account, bro, because like they on some bullshit, man. They have to talk about, man, you can't put this on here.
They don't like heels, bro.
But truth be told, it was like, like even though Eric Bischoff was the one that wrote the book with the name of this was his mindset even before he took the company over from his dad. Vince always man thinks controversy creates cash.
Exactly. He's been controversial since he got the company from his dad. Reese, you already know the first thing he did when he took over from his dad. He's like, you know what? I'm finna kill the territories. I'm finna buy up all my competition. And then what he did exactly that. He started buying up all the territories and he killed his competition. He started buying up all those TV slots for the companies that were syndicated in certain areas. Yep. You remember? Yeah. Oh. See, Reese, I love it. If y'all ever got time, go on YouTube, look up Black Saturday episode of NWA. It's Vince's first attempt of trying to take over the Jim Crockett Promotions. It's funny, it's hilarious. The episode was so bad, but like Vince been doing this since the early '80s. He was like, I'm finna kill my competition by buying up all the territories, buying up all their TV spots. No, fuck you. I'm not a part of the National Wrestling Alliance. I'm not doing things the traditional way. I'm finna crush my competition. I'm finna take over the world.
Mm-hmm.
And from there,
any man that says that they beat God has something wrong with them.
Yeah. But yeah, moving gears. So this one is interesting because it moves into the point of Hit Row. Okay. So Triple H is giving WWE NXT creative time to write off wrestlers before moving them to the main roster. Now that's the other part.
Correct.
The other one that I'm about to bring up is Triple H is kind of regretting bringing some of these like wrestlers back, quote unquote, Karrion Kross, Hit Row. So let's have this conversation, yo. So Karrion Kross, like I said, I told people this, like Karrion Kross is not doing shit for me. And the topic of my hatred really is Hit Row. I said this. I have said this at the cookout, and I was censored, like literally censored by indie wrestlers saying, "Do not say anything bad about Hit Row." And I literally said, "Okay, I'm gonna keep my peace. I'm not going to even say nothing. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm just going to sit back, and I'm gonna give you my fucking 6-month review." So now we're damn near in 6 months right now. But motherfucker, we about to push up the deadline real quick. We're about to talk about these motherfuckers right now. Swerve is not there. Swerve was the main star on Hit Row. Because he's not there, the only star. Top Dollar, I don't give a fuck what anybody say. That motherfucker is trash. Okay? Even though everybody and their mama want to cover for him and say that, you know, he knows his worth. That's fine. I'm glad that he has that confidence. But at the end of the day, what the fuck did you do last Friday? I do not know if that was you trying to get out the ring, but apparently it was supposed to be an outside moonsault. And I'm sorry, but like they say that man almost like fucked up his hip or he landed completely wrong.
His leg gave out.
Oh, thank you, Tio. Yes, so his leg gave out. Like yeah. I'm like, so how did your leg give out? And then you was walking like nothing happened. Like I don't get
Tamina. He borrowed his knees from Tamina at that move.
I want to hop on this. I want to hop on the Hit Row thing. So, what's wrong with Hit Row is that not only was Swerve the start, you got to remember Swerve was the veteran in the situation.
That is correct, as well. That's correct.
You got to have a veteran that's going to be able to not only lead but also teach. He was supposed to be not only their leader but a teacher as well, to teach them how to do certain things. Veteran in the group. He's the only one that was in the group that has wrestled over, more than 10 years. Swerve is like what, a 14, 15 year veteran, probably if not longer. So you remove that component out the group. Let's go back. Let's backtrack. First off, they got called up too fast. Let's be real. They got called up too fast. 2, you had Vince wanting to make changes. You had Vince, rumors coming out. Vince wanted to make Top Dollar the single and make Swerve and Asante the tag team. 3, you fire B-Fab. Out of nowhere. Literally fired her out of nowhere.
I mean, did you not see how she wrestles?
She's not
even looked at her resume.
Yeah, no, I seen her wrestling matches, and trust me, she should have stayed in NXT because she nowhere was near ready. But
should just stayed a man.
Could have kept her as a valet.
Okay, manager.
Yeah, could have kept her as a valet, but you fired her, and then what was it? Not even a week or 2 later, you fired the other 3.
She should be. She should be a hype woman. That's it.
Yeah,
Head roll. That's the only thing I love. That's it.
So it's okay to have some people as just valets, as just managers.
Right.
Just managers. You don't need to be a wrestler. You're doing too much, sweetheart. For real. What I need you to do is stay in the background and do vocals. That's it. Top Dollar needs to go back to the NFL and retune. That other cat, he's decent. He's decent, not on the mic, but he's decent as far as like
Ashante Adonis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
he's
same.
he's pretty
Mhm.
decent in the ring.
He's pretty
But
good.
I'm sorry.
But
Am I
you-
being shady? I'm sorry.
no, you're not being shady. I mean, you kind of tell us the truth there because
I mean, he
that's
is.
the truth.
I
So
think I
then-
think you're holding back. I think we need to let you release it because
I was about to say,
your mental health
That's it.
means something, and I feel like you're just holding back on it. And if you don't let it out, it's gonna mess up your mental health. So the floor is yours. Let it out, brother. Let
all
it
right,
out.
hold on.
No, I'm just
RTO,
like
go ahead.
I'm tired.
ahead, Chris.
Listen, at the end of the day, I don't like Top Dollar. I don't like Beef Flabby. I don't give a fuck about Hit Row. I don't give a fuck about none of them punk ass wrestlers that come on the cookout and they always keep saying don't talk about them because I know them in real life. I don't give a fuck. I keep saying this shit to them, but then yet they call me a fucking mark. Well, this fucking mark told you from the get-go that their star power Swerve left out the building. He did a U-turn and say, I'm not going back to the WWE. I'm saying my black ass right here. Now everybody and their mama talking about, oh, well, you need to give him a chance. Nigga, I'm not giving you a motherfucking chance. I told you that you were trash from the get-go and no one listened to me. So now that we're going to sit here and you're going to listen to what the fuck I got to say. I told them that Hit Row need to go right back and roll your boat and get the fuck out of the WWE. That's what I said.
Hell,
Bang,
you know what?
bang, just like that. Done
But
tomorrow.
not only
The only
that,
thing
they
that
got
need to be done when it comes to Hit Row, yeah. Unfortunately, there ain't no barbershop window. But quite honestly, yeah, Adonis needs to break away from them cats because, like I said, he's got some talent, but yeah, Top Dollar.
And why did Hit Row win? Why did they win this
past?
past Friday?
I
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for cutting you off. I just wanted to get that out there too. Why in the fuck? Hey, Atreyu, I wanted to know why in the fuck did they win? I seen the spoilers for next week. They listen. The bloodline was given another Scooby snack. That's it.
Yep. They were fed.
I'm not
They
gonna
were
tell
fed.
y'all the spoilers. Y'all look at them if y'all want.
Kirby.
To.
Oh, I already seen them. They were fed.
They hit him with that. They hit him with that Kirby.
Yeah.
But you know, on this topic as a whole, there's one thing that all these talents on here got in common. If you think about it, about him regretting bringing certain wrestlers back, outside of Bray Wyatt, the other ones you brought back, you just threw TV and immediately expect fans to give a damn about them. That's
They
the
didn't
problem.
even talk about them when they came to the main roster in the first place. That's what I don't understand.
Hey,
And then what made
that's
Terry
my
Cross so goddamn
point.
bad, they turned him into Skeletor Minion.
Who all
they
been
did.
brought back? Who's all been brought back? Like who you
Karrion
got?
Cross,
Candice
Hit
LeRae,
Row,
Skinny jeans.
me and Yim.
Candice LeRae.
Gargano, Wyatt.
Oh wait, what about
Hey,
Johnny
man.
Gargano? What y'all think about that? Johnny Gargano
He
and Dexter Loomis.
Ways.
I think they're buying time till Tommaso gets back. They're buying time
Okay.
till
he
Tommaso
might
gets
not
back.
come. He might not come back for like another year.
Tommaso is out
That's
for like
fine.
what, 8 or 9 months?
At
I
least.
watch. When Tommaso gets back, we get DIY back. Watch. Mark my words.
So
Well,
we
the-
can give them a pass, is what you're saying, Tio. Give
Give
Johnny
him a
Gargano.
pass.
You saying
Yes,
give
yes,
Johnny
Johnny gets a pass.
Johnny gets a pass? Okay.
Why?
So what about Karrion Cross?
Hell no.
Karrion
You even
Cross
brought
tried to
Scarlett with them.
Listen, Karrion Cross tried to chase that bag. And the thing about it is that he ran into a dead end, but nobody not talking about it. That's the problem. Like he came back and tried to be this serial killer, but everybody's like, man, I don't give a fuck about this Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe. Like, I don't know. No. Nobody
So
care
what is he
about him.
missing? What will make you
I think
care
I
about
think I
Karrion Cross?
could point out a few things. I could point out a few things actually
What you got? What you got?
when it comes to
Steph?
Karrion Cross. Now these opinions is I didn't realize it because I was sitting there looking at his matches and stuff, and I was like, all right, there's something missing there until somebody pointed this out, and of course, you know, got to make reference to the dude JD from NY. He pointed out something, and then I didn't realize it until I was like, maybe that's the missing thing. So I started looking at his matches. I'm like, you know what? He's right. So he wrestled all his matches the same way. It's slow and methodical, and it's like going to there. One problem. Two, the fact that I give a fuck. It's like crowd reaction. What people want everything. Fans do not give a fuck about him.
Sorry to cut you off, Stephen. Your service, your service is breaking up.
Nervous.
Oh, it's nervous.
It's
very,
nervous. Very nervous.
That thing is high.
Yeah, it sounded like you had the. It sounded like you had the Mustafa Ali.
No, it sounded like you had COVID.
Well, it sounded like you had the Mustafa.
You say he got like you say Real got some retribution.
It sounded like that shit that I had.
Yeah,
last
retribution. Yeah, it sounded like the Mustafa Ali hacker.
Damn.
Just jump out and come back in, bro. There you go. Trying to talk
All
about stuff.
right. Testing.
All right, there we go.
All right, I had to connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, so the first thing with Karrion Kross is he wrestles the same slow, methodical style, no matter what type of match it is.
So all his matches look the same.
All his matches look the same. That's one. Number two, fan reaction. Nobody gives a fuck about him. Whether people want to know it or not, or want to admit to it, fan reaction is everything. But when you don't get no reaction, then it's hard for anybody to care about you. And he doesn't really get a reaction at all. 3, the way you brought him in, and he was going to go towards the top of the food chain. And now, granted, the story y'all trying to tell is that he's going to get Roman on his own time, but don't nobody at this point believe that he can be Roman.
No. Are we really going to believe that right now?
After the people that Roman them beat, it's like, who are you?
Yeah. Like, don't nobody believe that, especially when you done lost to Drew. Yep. Like you took some L's, so we're supposed to believe you're going to be the one to beat Roman. That's number 3.
You lost to somebody who Roman beat the shit out of.
Right. And number 4, and the most important, and like I said, this is the trend with all the people they brought back. You didn't give time to you didn't do vignettes with him or nothing. You just literally brought this motherfucker back. And
that's a good point. What about hype pack? Whatever happened to hype packages and?
Oh no!
Coming in 2 weeks. Coming next week. Coming. You know how they used to have that back in the day.
Though, hold on, I can actually give a little answer to that one.
Okay.
Because remember what happened the last time WWE really tried to repack?
Well, that was way too long with the Veer, stuff.
Oh no, not that one. Not that one. I'm going even back further. Because remember when they did that with like EC3 and Lacey Evans and what's Otis with this Heavy Machinery.
Machinery.
When they did that with all. Remember when they did all them vignettes with all of them? And guess what? Ain't nobody give a fuck about Lacey. Ain't nobody give a fuck about Heavy Machinery. Well, they did kind of like Otis a little bit, but the main one was EC3. I mean, hell, Mox killed him with one comment. Yo, you're EC3. Well, where's EC1 and EC2?
They all malfunction.
Yeah.
But still, I understand where you're coming from, Reeds. But
out in the living room.
Just a what?
What's up, dude?
Coked out in the living room.
Oh, EC3 is coked out. Yeah.
I know the therapist there. Yep.
That's why they
doing
all went
coke
wrong.
with Velveteen Dream and stuff.
No, he wasn't doing coke with Velveteen Dream. He was doing coke with
Riddle.
Matt
Riddle.
Riddle.
Riddle and EC1 and 2.
Real, you was having a comment.
I was about to say I understand your comment about, nobody giving a fuck about them, even if they did vignettes and stuff. But mind you, they done brought back like how many people? Like 9 or 10 people. But Lacey Evans done had 2 situations this year where they did weeks of vignettes all in 1 year.
Yep. And
she still ain't doing nothing.
Oh, tie into that point though, Real. There's the other issue with WWE, repackaging. Because let's remember another reason why Karrion Kross ain't getting no damn reaction. remember what happened the first time WWE brought up under Vince? Truthfully, do we want to remember it? It's a better question.
What? Talking about when he's coming out there looking like a gladiator gimp or something like that? Next thing you know, some dude probably was gonna, the only thing he was missing was taking the helmet off and putting a ball gag in his mouth.
Yeah.
You mean talking about that? You talking about him coming out there in his deep leather looking like Demolition number 3?
Yeah, and then Jeff Hardy beating him while he's the NXT champion.
Exactly. You talking about his here comes the axe, here comes the smasher, we're demolition, walking disasters looking ass. We talking about that?
Yeah, that one.
I missed that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I totally missed that one.
All right, I got the list pulled up. I'm gonna say a few of these names, and then y'all give me y'all's thoughts once I get through them. So, like I said, we had Hit Row. We have Candice LeRae, Dexter Lumis, Braun Strowman, Johnny Gargano. We have Dakota Kai, Luke Gallows, and Carl Allenson of the original Bullet Club. We have Karrion Kross and Scarlett, and then Bray Wyatt.
Oh, there's one more person that you forgot.
Yeah.
And Mia Yim. I'm sorry, correct. Mia Yim.
No. Io's still there.
Her too.
And Io Sky. That's correct.
No. Io's still there. She was about to leave.
She was about to leave. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Io Shirai. She was about to leave, and then Triple H said, hold up. Vince about to get fired. Just hold tight.
Let's talk about Mia Yim. Let's talk about her real quick. Because I always said that she was an Instagram hoe for some reason. Like when she was in NXT, like she didn't do anything. She didn't do absolutely nothing. Then they put her on the main roster and she was part of Retribution. What did she do there? All she did was just like all she did is have a dominatrix mask on. That's it. Like the only thing that she needed was a Catwoman whip. That's it. So now
that wasn't her fault though.
Shut up. No, the thing about this.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Look, you see how they talk to the baby face?
No, fuck that. No, the thing is that now she going around and she up there posing with Austin Theory and shit. I know that Austin Theory got muscles and shit, but the way she was positioned on Austin Theory, like I'm like, what's going? And then somebody said, "Oh, that was Photoshop." You can't Photoshop that. You can't Photoshop. I know when shit is Photoshop, it's distorted and it looks like it was traced over it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No. Them legs was all over them goddamn arms.
That's what I'm saying. Like people saying why, I see people on both sides talking about this, but at the end of the day, and this is my personal belief on it, she shouldn't have done that shit. The way she was on that guy, had her legs wrapped around him, this big oily muscle-bound motherfucker flexing while holding her and stuff like that, that's an inappropriate picture. And she married.
Then on top of that, she decided to shut down her Twitter. Now, if you knew that you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't have to shut down your Instagram, your Twitter account, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you know that you guilty. It was like, oh no, that was Photoshop. Or she was trying to come up with 1,000,001 excuses, not to make herself look bad. The thing is that she knew what the fuck she was doing. What is the one thing that we can honestly say that Mia Yim did that was actually relevant other than being a thirst trap?
Argue with Shelton Benjamin on Twitter.
That's funny. I like that though. Ziggy, you're right.
They've been doing that. They've been doing that for years.
You know what, Ty? She might got powerful people behind her in the wrestling business, but I really don't give a fuck about that right now. I'm talking about what she's doing in the WWE. Yeah, I know that she knows people, but then at the same time, them same people are not going to talk about her whereabouts. They ain't gonna talk about like I said. You can sit back and you can like post pictures or whatever, because when she was not doing shit and she was sitting there like in catering like everybody else in Retribution or whatever, all she was doing, all she was basically doing was posing on the fucking beach. I'm like, girl, ain't you supposed to be on the main roster? You supposed to be racing all types of hell? Nah, I think I'm just gonna show people my backside. I'm like,
So same thing as Ali doing now.
So that's why your fans only or whatever that shit is. That's why it's popular because they know that men will pay for them in their pictures. That's why.
Her and the
Riley Ling Ling 7.0. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah,
that one and
hey, Ali finding the mug. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but I'm just saying
the one that's always in the pajamas too.
Oh, that's my other boo, Wendy Chu. Woo.
Yeah, I'm talking about Ling Ling 8.5. Yeah, I like her too.
Hey.
Yeah, it's like I said about the only thing.
Hey, can you highlight this? Oh,
like
man, I got it.
The knockouts. And,
so Bella said, "Do y'all think that Keith Lee is running back to the WWE once his AEW contract is up?"
If his wife jumping on people like they need to keep an eye on her.
He will come up there and Adam Cole. He will come there and Adam Cole yeet the shit out Austin Theory.
Yeah,
I mean, because like apparently she can't control herself because she in other men's arms and shit. You know what I'm saying? She's waiting to exhale. You know, she got a massive mad meat called Keith Lee, and the only thing that she can do is not be, you know, she's talking about, oh no, I'm faithful, but yeah, you in another man's arms or whatever. That shit don't look right if you are married.
Yeah, Chris, you just had the spirit of Whitney Houston just.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and she definitely had that spirit when she was in Austin Aries' arms or whatever. She definitely was waiting to exhale 96.
Yo, Ziggy,
what's up, Tio?
If you're at home, right, and you're chilling, right, and then your wife is on a girls trip, and then you open Instagram and you see a picture like that with your wife and one of her friends, Zach pose. What's your first reaction?
Friends.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Is it Photoshop? I'm like, hey, baby, this is Photoshop.
It's Photoshop.
No. Like, what the fuck is this?
We're just acting. We're actors.
I am not a critic. We are just friends. We're just acting.
Nah, man.
Let's ask the real question. All right,
tear the whole house up, bro.
On the flip side, if that would have been, let's say if that would have been Keith Lee, and that would have been like Kiara Hogan or somebody jumping in his arms and holding her like that,
they would have drug him through the mud.
They would have drug him through the mud, dog.
Double standard.
Tar and feathered.
No,
that's
a very good point.
But no, let's go deeper though. Let's go with the biggest hole in AEW, Sammy Guevara. Let's go with that. Yep. So what happens if she was posing pictures with Sammy? What would happen? He already have a reputation to be a slut. So like, what happened if she?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Yeah, what happened if me and him? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, if Sammy wound up doing that with another woman, guess what? Yeah, Ty would be getting a divorce in a heartbeat.
Right.
Yeah. So
that is fair though. That's a double standard because if Keith Lee would have been doing that shit with Jade Cargill or somebody,
she would have been slapping. Yeah, because you know
what I'm saying. That's a very good point.
You know, Mia Yim, she, you know what I'm saying, she boasts about being ghetto and putting people in their place or whatever. Now, she would have did that shit when it came if Keith Lee was doing that. But you know what I'm saying, Keith Lee is quiet in a motherfucker. I'm just like, so you didn't say anything to.
He probably did. For all we know, he probably the reason she turned it off. He said, "Hey, look, delete that shit. Get it off your phone."
Right.
He probably told her to delete it. But I know the way Keith Lee moves, he doesn't put his shit out there like that. So
right. Yeah.
For all we know, he gave her an earful. You know what I'm saying?
Because people gotta understand, like, whether it's innocent or not, she knew on the surface that does not look well. So she shouldn't have done it in the first place. That's all we're getting at, y'all.
Yeah,
That's all we're getting at.
You know what though, Steph? You know what though? She know the day.
Exactly.
She learned the day.
She learned the day for real.
So let's talk about the Bray Wyatt situation. So Bray Wyatt finally revealed Uncle Howie on SmackDown this past Friday. So to kind of give a review about this Bray Wyatt situation. even though they revealed that Uncle Howie is another entity, I'm cool with it, but I guess I'm just not sold yet. I'm not.
I'm cool with it. It's gonna take some time with Bray Wyatt. You know, a lot of people, not saying you particularly, but I know a lot of people want a little bit more from the story than what they're getting.
We don't need to start from scratch. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's what it seemed like.
It's gonna be like, yeah, that I get the Bray Wyatt. With Bray, you have to tell a story, but there's that danger part of when is it just dragging on? Because
I don't know why it's dragging. Number one, yeah. Like I don't get why it's.
No, I was like, it's not yet, but it's kind of getting there. But it's like, when do you pace it just right? That it's like, oh, we got to know what happens next, but you don't want to reveal you don't want to get to the end game
right.
yet.
You have to find a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And see, there's the one thing that y'all mentioned that hasn't even been brought up. We talking about the story, but we still got to remember this motherfucker ain't even wrestled a match yet since he been back. When is that gonna happen? Are they gonna drag it out? Are they gonna drag it out to WrestleMania before he wrestles his first match since he got signed back?
That's a good point. Does he have the same move set? Is he gonna debut a new finishing move? Is he gonna have a new toolkit? Like, what's going on?
And to me, this does nothing but put more pressure on him because let's say, for instance, y'all do all this build up, and then the in-ring part falls flat.
They do all this build up. He top dollars it.
Yeah. Like they do all this build up, and he pulls the top dollar. I mean, yeah.
I mean, so like what he gonna have? The manual claw or some shit? I mean, like
I don't know.
Like, what is he gonna do? He gonna have a scorpion? He's gonna say, "Come here." Like,
no, I think you're right, Chris, because I think Bray Wyatt is smart enough to know what he can and can't do in the ring. We're not going to see Bray Wyatt try a moonsault off the top rope or something like that.
How your boy Top Dollar tried to do and failed.
Yeah, I think Bray Wyatt. Yeah. And Derek said that it's more about getting LA Knight over with the crowd.
Wait a minute, ain't he a heel?
I'm talking about just in terms of just the crowd, being invested in what he has going on.
Yeah, just like getting him over in general, whether he's face or heel, it's just about him eliciting a reaction, and that's what Bray is trying to get the fans to do, is to elicit a reaction from LA Knight.
It just seemed like they're just doing too much. Go ahead, T.O.
No, I think they're doing something good, because look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Look how flat Alexa has been. And then she pulled that thing with Bianca. If you didn't pop for that, or if you didn't be like, oh shit, it's happening, because she's been flat.
But once again, that one was a continuance, which I loved.
Mm-hmm.
It happened out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. It was not expected. That's what they need to do. But with the Bray Wyatt situation, because he's been buried so many fucking times and shit, that's why they have to go back to basics. So I'm like, okay, so who's Uncle Howie? Is he your therapist? Is he your counselor? Is he your moderator? Like, who in the fuck is this man? Like, for real. Because he going around everybody getting the fucking masks and shit. Talking, I'm so happy that Bray Wyatt is back, but we don't even know what the fuck is going on with this man. He going around playing with LA Knight like it's one of his boy toys and shit. And it's just like I don't get it. I just don't.
So you want more from the you want more from the skits, or do you want more from what you want more in the ring, or you want more from the storytelling?
I need this storyline to progress, because right now it's going it's like this. I'm right. You need to get to here, and you just doing this.
So you just want more progression. You don't care what happens. You just want more progression.
I don't give a fuck about his moveset. I don't give a fuck about a new mask. I don't even give a fuck about that new T-shirt that they put out, but they don't even they don't even promote that shit no more. I just want the shit to progress.
Gotcha.
Let's get to here instead of us being here, because you've been stuck like this for months.
Let me ask y'all this, right? Let me ask y'all this, because Bray Wyatt came back at what? Extreme Rules, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
yeah, service again.
Service is service. If somebody screenshot this picture right there.
Oh shit.
Too late.
Damn it! Is my server still nervous?
Yeah.
You look like you was kissing the screen.
Oh, there we go. We got him back.
Thanks,
All right,
Brian.
testing.
Or
Oh,
nope. Jinx.
is he coming? I think we lost him.
Well, Derek, you know what? I hope that he's wrestling at the Royal Rumble, but like I said, like it's like it's going the storyline is coming to a crawl. That's my whole thing. That's the only thing that I'm upset about. Let's go to Matt Riddle because we haven't talked about Matt Riddle. So Matt Riddle has been suspended for 8 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, because he was doing cocaine. You know
That's
that
what they said it
cocaine
was?
is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
They said it was
Cocaine and
cocaine.
Molly.
So they said cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah,
It is
MDMA.
cocaine. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So
news to me.
So when I don't know if I can do this on TikTok, but I definitely can do it on here. Bro, there wasn't no cocaine. Man, that was snow, man. Bro, where's Randy? Where's the eye, man? This is some bullshit, bro. Man, I don't need to go no rehab, man. I just go play with my daughter. We can have some tea time. Bro, you know that type of shit. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I want to know what's wrong with that facial expression right there. That was kind
What
of.
was up? What was up with him doing that cocaine?
You chilling EC3.
There you go. Shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Like,
What's
yeah.
going on, Boy and Bananas? How you doing? Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug. It really is. And I'm trying to figure out what you were living on life. Like you were high on life, literally. So why in the hell are you going around and you doing drugs? Like, dude, you already got 420 already. You got a t-shirt
Right.
that's called 420, and yet you are doing no dust. Like, that's what
No.
I don't understand.
Not only that, but kind of ushered into where they don't test for weed anymore. So, I mean, brother, the world is yours.
Just smoke your
So
little weed,
that
eat
gives
your
him-
brownies,
That was his
and be cool.
That was the problem. They
So-
told him that the world was yours, and he thought he was Scarface. He was all
That's
there-
true too, Tio. That's true, Tio. But you know what, Chris? You know what's dangerous? This is his second strike.
Yep.
Oh, really?
This is his
Yep.
second strike, bro.
But listen, look what happened to Randy Orton. He had about goddamn 5 strikes and shit,
But he's-
and still in the
see,
WWE. The
he's
Usos-
Randy Orton. He can.
The Usos, I don't give a fuck.
Randy Orton can move the goalposts because that's how Vince allowed that shit to happen. But
Once again,
everybody
they
ain't
let-
Randy Orton. I know it's
You're
not right,
and
but yeah.
everybody's not Randy Orton. Everybody not Shawn Michaels because
There
Shawn
you
Michaels,
go.
Shawn Michaels sniffed some paint on that goddamn wall, and not talking about this wall and my green screen. I'm talking about sniffing paint, sniffing cocaine, did everything in the 50 states. The Usos can get away with it because they're in the middle of a storyline. So that means if they kill somebody tomorrow, Vince can go around and he can just say, "Oh, I'll cover up that murder like I did the other Samoan that died yesterday." You know what I'm saying? But I don't.
Mm-hmm. Shit, the Anoa'i family is powerful. They're plugged. They're protected. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Like that's what the Usos are plugged. The Anoa'i family is the most plugged family in professional wrestling. So if they can, like you said, they can commit murder and probably get away with it.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what Jimmy did. Jimmy Superfly Snuka, he did. He killed that woman, and yet Vince just came in with the briefcase and said it's settled. Like, this is Scandal, season 6. So, yeah, Snuka was the murderer, but yet they gave him a pass. Like, they were just like, well, he had rippling muscles, and he was one of our top superstars.
Gave
So
him
we
a
just
pass
gave him a pass.
and the strap.
Mm-hmm.
And put the belt on him.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
No.
He never was a champion.
Never was world champion.
Yeah, it was
And
no
he-
champion.
Blake Harder champion or no?
Yeah, like Bananas. That's the reason why Vince said everybody go out the room or whatever. Why do I need to go out the room if you're not going to do anything? Like, if you're going to do something legal, why everybody can just stay in one room?
Yeah,
you're
Vince
doing something
was
illegal.
Like,
yeah,
Vince was no selling.
Yep, don't sell it. Exactly. Oh, you can get me off this screen because I don't want to seem like I'm like taking over the show. I'm sorry.
It's your show.
Oh, it's your show.
No.
All of a sudden, he wants to be a face now.
Excuse me.
It's not about.
Who want to be a face? Me?
I was talking to
Ty, you hit it right on the head. To be honest,
Reese and I were having a conversation. Could you mind your business, please, Reese? But you got that right, Reese?
Dude, I got it.
Did you smell what I stepped in?
Anyway, go ahead, Stephen.
I was about to say, Ty hit it right on the head. Like this, Matt Riddle's been arrogant since the Indies, like before he got signed. One of my concerns, like when he first got signed, was that I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think he was gonna be in WWE long because of how not only how arrogant he can be, but he tends to toe the company line. And as you can see right now, like I mentioned earlier, he's on his second strike. He hit strike number 3, which I'm not gonna lie to you, he may hit that probably in the next 6 months. He might get fired.
And just for the record, if anybody's wondering when strike 1 happened, it was back at SummerSlam. But
that's correct, Reese.
Yeah,
so
but
go ahead, Reese. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like the thing with Riddle is this, to even follow up on what both Ty and Riddle was saying, is that Riddle's always had a problem with like being unfiltered a little bit, because it was like, you remember there was all that shit about him saying, "Oh, I can beat Brock Lesnar," and
was he on that cocaine too when he said that?
Years, probably. But I was like, it took until like this past Royal Rumble for him to finally have like any sort of interaction with Brock whatsoever, and not to mention all the talk of Goldberg and like them mouthing off with each other. And so it's like Riddle's had a history of like pissing people off, and to a point, I kind of think that's why when he dropped that little line about Becky, and then they had that little off-camera thing, that's why Seth went off and got him back.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So let's go on to AEW news. So let me see, where should I start with that one? So apparently Jon Moxley almost lost an ear in a match that aired on Friday on Rampage. Wow. Did anyone see that match? Because I did not watch that.
No, I think we were playing Fortnite. Were we playing Fortnite?
Indeed, we were. Because I was
shout out to the Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, shout out to Ziggy, Rookie of the Year.
Hey.
Yes. Show them guns.
Our sniper, I'm telling right now.
So you said, Tio, you got somebody 100 meters southwest. Where? Pam. Never mind. Yeah, I got him. Crack.
One hell of a marksman. It was, we were moving so militant, and like Ziggy's like, we're 100 meters away. We turn around, where? By the time we turned, it started like took like 2 steps. Ziggy's like, he's down. I'm like, well, okay. but shout out to Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, shout out to the rookie. And then also there's rumors that AEW is going to be changing their stage in 2023. I believe Warner Brothers Discovery, they're going to be working with AEW to change up their stage, and that's good. Because I'm tired of that basic bitch stage. Like I need it to change.
Well, with that, and then them hiring the Mark dude, that's the producer that does what, like, because WWE tried to nab, they were trying to nab that guy. He was supposed to be the one to take over for Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn didn't want to step down.
Yeah. And Dunn didn't want to step down, so he went to AEW, and he's a beast. Based off what I'm hearing, he's a beast like Kevin Dunn is when it comes to the production and everything. So, I mean, that's a plus for AEW. You got that going on. You got. I kind of want to talk about this Ring of Honor like TV streaming thing because like that was a fail. That was an epic fail in my opinion. Them streaming new episodes of Ring of
Go ahead,
Honor.
talk about it, bro. What you got? What news you got?
We can talk about it. Yeah.
All right. So, just like y'all, I tuned into Final Battle, and then I wondered. I was like, "Wait a minute, Claudio won the title off of Jericho. Why is this going on?" But then we got our answer like not even an hour later. It was because they couldn't get a legitimate TV deal, so they're streaming new episodes of Ring of Honor on Honor Club. And all this does is add to my opinion about the whole entire purchase of Ring of Honor in the first place. They should have just bought Ring of Honor, used the library for a future streaming service, or get a deal with a streaming service somewhere else, and just left Ring of Honor there.
You know, I got an answer for you, Stefan, with the Ring of Honor stuff.
I just wonder how somebody taps out while they're getting swung around or whatever. I know he ain't good at sex.
I got bad vertigo, so I probably would have tapped out as well. Bro. I don't know how they do that. How wrestlers do that, bro. Matter of fact, didn't Kenny Omega get swung before? And don't he have vertigo? I don't know how they do this. Like I got vertigo.
He still got dizzy, damn. I get it.
But anyway, in regards to your Ring of Honor thing, remember when Ring of Honor closed its doors? What that was early this year, or was it 2021?
That was like 2021.
What did everybody do as soon as the doors closed on Twitter? Tony Khan needs to buy AEW. I mean, Tony Khan needs to buy Ring of Honor. Tony Khan, the wrestlers was calling for it. The fans was calling for it. So Tony, being the people pleaser that he is, he bought.
He just not being Jesus because he ain't doing his job right.
I know, big bro, but he did what the fans wanted him to do, and he purchased Ring of Honor, and he purchased it like as a. I don't think he had a full plan when he purchased it. He just said, "Hey, look, I did it. Look."
Most fans don't have a plan when they doing shit.
Right.
So, now we're stuck with what we got. Like T.O. is like, hey, now we got what we got, bro.
I'm serious, like, dude.
So now everybody's like, Ring of Honor sucks. What's going on? You're like, well, y'all told me to buy it. I bought it. I mean, what
do you expect?
I'm creating jobs for everyone. I'm doing all these things.
I should be a politician. Like, I'm buying shit for you. And
I think that's what happened, Stephen. He did what the people wanted him to do, but didn't really think a full, plan with it. He just did it to get that instant,
I know what I would have done.
Satisfaction.
I know what I would have done if. All right, so let's say if it was my plan to buy it and keep it, run as a promotion, the first thing I would have did was hire some personnel that could take some of the workload off me. But this motherfucker was insistent on doing the workload himself, and that's the
problem
issue.
too. He now, as much as I want to like Tony Khan, he got that ego about him too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He makes it known that he's the writer, he's the CEO, he's the head booker, he lets it be known that he does that, and
he
like, we get it.
He wants us to know that he's a clusterfuck at the end of the day. Excuse my language. But that's what he wants us to know.
Me as a casual, I have a list of people I would have contacted. As a casual, I have a list of people to contact it. Dave Sapolsky would have been number one. Number two would have been, I would have had Kerry Silkin maintain his role in Ring of Honor. Number three would have been fucking Delirious. Delirious was the booker before it closed down. I have a list of people I would have put in that position to run Ring of Honor. So that's why I can't give them a pass when it comes to Ring of Honor. It's because there's moves that could have been made to prevent the backlash that you're getting now from happening. Now you're stuck on Honor Club, which nobody really had in the first place. All of 2007 is missing from Honor Club. I went on the website. I checked why. I don't know. You're not putting the pay-per-views on there until 90 days after it happened, which in retrospect makes WWE Network better because for $9.99 you're able to watch the shit for live if you're in a different country, or you're able to watch the shit live when you got Peacock. And you have availability to the library. There's like I said, there's stuff that I'm bringing up here that people need to look at, and why this is a fail. Another thing is, do you honestly think? All right. When they did the last pay-per-view, not this one, but the pay-per-view before that, they did what? 125,000 buys?
Something like that. I think you're right.
All right. Do you think 125,000 people are finna subscribe to Honor Club?
No.
Nah, that's fair. That's a
I
fair assessment.
I don't watch this shit like on.
No, but don't forget that they can't get a TV deal because they're still tied into that one that they had.
Once again,
Sinclair, yeah.
Sinclair.
You should have got your shit together before you
Chris.
started acting like you Jesus. You can't go around saving everybody when you got half the shit.
That's it, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
everybody can be
No.
I think his heart was in the right place. I would like to think his heart was in the right place, but it just wasn't thought out like fully.
His wallet was his heart was in the right place. His wallet was in the right place.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
he had it backwards. You know what I'm saying? He was thinking ahead, but he was just like, okay, I got the money, and then I'll get the stand ovation, and everybody would love me because I'm the Jesus of wrestling.
No, you're right. Because that's what everyone wanted him to do. They wanted him to buy ROH. He did it. He got the ovation, busted open. Everyone was cheering, saying his praises and everything like that. And then we're in December. This December 18th, 2022. Everybody's saying, "Oh, what the fuck? What's going on with Ring of Honor?" And he can't even get Rampage in a good time slot. What are you gonna do at Ring of Honor?
Once again, you need to tackle one problem at a time. And once again, stop going around and trying to be Santa Claus. Okay, I know that you can't give me my presents that I want. Okay. I didn't want Ring of Honor. I didn't want Ring of Honor to come back. So you could have kept that shit buried. And once again, like what Keith just said, Sinclair Productions still own the TV rights to Ring of Honor as of now. That's why Honor Club deal was done. Once again, have all your shit together,
right? Shouts out to Keith, by the way.
So you can get your TV deals, so you can get Honor Club and get everything together. Because right now, for me looking in, or me outside looking in, it just seems like you don't got your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to buy something that is not consistent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. It's already kind of going down that route. I don't want Ring of Honor being another TNA, if that makes sense.
No, I agree.
Yeah. And it's like Tony, as much as he don't like doing it, he needs to start opening up and start finding people he can trust. Because
I agree.
And as much as that's difficult to do in wrestling, Tony, you are proving that this is going to be too much. And dude, you've got people with great minds. Matters of fact, one of them is the hottest. Is he really gone, or if he's gone? And William Regal, because
I think William Regal is
no, Regal's gone. Regal's gone. He starts
he gone, bro.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I think he just can't make any TV, physically appear on TV, but he can go where he wants to go.
Yeah, he can't show up for.
Well, he
can't be on-screen talent.
Yeah, but he has a VP position starting in New Year's.
I was about to say, because even the brief time you had there, you could have tell me he could have even brought you people there, even if he left the company, because Reek's that well connected. Hell, as a fact, and since you brought about people who could book for Ring of Honor, hello.
Should have been him.
If you wanted to get Danielson out of the picture,
why you shake your head, Chris?
Because dude, the more and more I think about it, I think him and Riddle are best friends. I really believe that they're actually smoking either crack or they're doing cocaine. I don't think it's 420 because I know people that do 420 and they're saying the motherfucker. But it's just he's just doing shit that don't make no goddamn sense. That's what I'm shaking my head.
And that's the point I was making. There's moves that could have been made made to prevent any of this bullshit that's going on now from happening. There's proper moves that could have been made. And Keith, I understand your point about the whole TV thing and stuff like that. With Sinclair Broadcasting, but there's other moves that could have been made till then, until they can.
Sinclair would have got a big piece of the pie because they own like 80%, I believe, 80% of their TV rights. So any TV deal that Ring of Honor would have got Tony would made for a TV deal, Sinclair would get 80% of that.
Well, then this goes to my original. It goes to my original point. They shouldn't have brought it back in the first place. I understand them trying to appease the fans and stuff like that. I understand like you pointed out, Ziggy, the internet backlash. Like you got to do something. You got to save Ring of Honor. You got to save the legacy and all that and stuff like that. To me, the legacy would have been saved. The legacy would have been saved just by getting the library.
Yeah,
just keep the legacy alive with the library. You didn't need to bring. You didn't need to bring.
The library, and maybe,
which is what I've been saying since day one. Keep the library. That's all you needed. The only asset that was valuable in this situation was the library, because you have a library that goes all the way back to 2002 up to 9. Even though, like I pointed out earlier, 07 is missing off the Honor Club and stuff like that, and the HD Net shows ain't on there either. I think that's another.
Don't even know about the Honor Club.
A lot of people don't even know about it. A lot of people don't even know about it, bro. It's like we're telling each other about it.
They haven't promoted it. That's the problem with Ring of Honor.
How the fuck can you get something and you don't even promote it? Like, it just don't make any sense to me. It just don't. Like they was like, oh well, here on Honor Club. What the fuck is Honor Club?
The only way that I found out about the Honor Club was to shout out to King Reezy and his little poll. You're like, who's getting the Honor Club? I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Damn, who? Damn, his little.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's up to the community. The community is telling each other word of mouth about it.
Yeah, shout out to
AEW not doing
it. And it's a damn shame too, because Honor Club, that library is probably one of the most valuable libraries in wrestling, because you have everybody has wrestled in Ring of Honor at one point that's popular now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, literally, both in WWE and in AEW.
Not the tribal chief, not the Usos. The ones.
Well, they're WWE lifers, but I'm talking about like, your AJ Styles, your Seth Rollins, your Brody.
The ones that we actually care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody. But
exactly.
Yeah.
Hell, fucking man, by the way, congrats on what's his name, retirement. Hell, James Gibson, what's his WWE name? Jamie Noble. He's a former Ring of Honor. Yeah, he's a former Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah. Shit, Adam Pearce, the WWE official, Pearce.
Scrap Iron, yeah, he wrestled there too.
Yeah, Scrap Daddy.
Yeah.
Scrap Daddy.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Like everybody, like almost everybody has at one point in time wrestled the Ring of Honor. Like when we was talking about this months ago, when it was closing down, I'm like, bro, the library is the most important asset in all that.
No,
because of like somebody brought this up to me, right? They asked me this question. They're like, would you have rather WWE bought the library? And the answer is no, and I'm gonna explain why. Reason WWE don't need the library is because WWE would have picked apart Honor Club, and they would have picked and choose which Ring of Honor episodes or which Ring of Honor events to upload, and they will upload only the ones that highlight people that currently work in the company. If you ever go on Peacock, Smoky Mountain has like maybe 4 or 5 episodes on there because
that's wild. That's a Jim Cornette. That's a Jim Cornette promotion, right?
Right. But mind you, Smoky Mountain has episodes from 92 all the way to 95 and like a whole bunch of episodes. But they pick and choose which episodes they have on there. Now, granted, maybe it is due to laziness because they would have to go through a lot of episodes and edit the copywritten music in it. But also, they probably wouldn't want the New Jack episodes on there, especially the one episode where New Jack said the O.J. Simpson line. That was probably the hardest line ever said in a promo. But what I'm getting at is that if WWE would have got the Ring of Honor library, it would have been picked apart just like the Smoky Mountain library was. So that's why I wouldn't have wanted WWE to have it. At the same time, something could have, like I said, he could have got just the library. The library is the only important thing. He didn't need to bring the promotion back as an operating promotion. And then trust me, I'm somebody that loves Ring of Honor. I love Ring of Honor. I love the concepts that they have. I love the originality they brought. Like even this, Final Battle. Like even this past Final Battle, I was disappointed because Reese, you know this, Final Battle always took place where? In Hammerstein Ballroom.
New York.
In New York, and you chose to have it in Texas. But everybody know that Final Battle take place in the same venue every year.
You don't know his product.
Yeah, he don't know his product.
Yeah.
You could have got Hammerstein Ballroom. I know he could have got Hammerstein Ballroom.
Yeah.
You're
that
totally
was
fucking
pretty much
con.
like taking Starcade out of Greensboro.
Exactly. Like, another thing too, and not granted, we got a great dog collar match out of it, but to me, I felt like the final match between FTR and the Briscoes should have been a fight without honor, because that's a Ring of Honor tradition.
Yep.
Like when things get to a bitter end, you have a fight without honor. That was a traditional thing.
Real quick,
like bring back traditional stuff from the old Ring of Honor. Yes, you got the pure title, and I'm glad that you still keep the pure rules at least, but that's the only original thing that you got from Ring of Honor that you're still maintaining.
Real quick, has AEW done anything in MSG?
No.
Because
That's a good question, Tio.
Because that's a WWE territory, right? Basically.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do?
ECW arena, is that WWE territory too?
Which one?
ECW's arena, the Hammerstein Ballroom, is that kind of like WWE territory
No.
too?
No, it's free reign, because you got to remember GCW ran out of it last year, I think.
Okay, well,
because like anything that's like in the New York area, like like Manhattan and all that, that's like WWE territory.
Now, if you say Barclays, all that, that's
like the big arenas they got control over, but like Hammerstein, Hammerstein, that's free game. That's fair ball.
AEW is not going MSG.
They can't. Yeah, they won't. Yeah.
Okay,
you seen what they tried to do with I think it was Ring of Honor and New Japan. Mm-hmm.
I was at the G1 Supercard, and
they cop blocked that motherfucker. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because right after it happened, that's when they end up working out the differences with Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
And kind of, because remember, there's that short period of time where you remember MSG was mad because they kept running out of the Barclays Center versus MSG. So then for a short bit, they were open to having other wrestling promotions run out of MSG. Mm-hmm. That's how the G1 Supercard happened. But right after that happened, and they seen how successful it was, WWE was like, we gotta get our arena back. So they worked that out.
So we got about 3 more minutes. So what we'll do is we'll tie everything together. Anything that we missed, we'll tie in together. Now, I did tell some podcasters that we was going to do a collaboration. We'll wait for 2023. Our last show is just going to be us. We're just going to review the whole 2022 calendar year. We're not going to do anything from last year. We're going to do everything this year. Everything that went wrong, everything that went great, everything that was a disaster. Biggest heel, biggest face, biggest tweener. We're going to talk all about that next week. And then that will be our final show for 2022.
Sound like an award show.
Basically, that's what it is. It's an award show. Like, I would love to have like best heel. I think that was me because everybody hates me. So, I would love, a heel slammy, what I'm saying, for my dedication and me being fat and black with big nipples, but I digress.
The Healy Awards.
The Healy Awards.
The Healy Award, yeah.
The Healy Award.
I got him, Tio. I got him out of here, Tio. Yeah.
Thank you. Look at that. Look
Yeah,
at
I can't. You come in here talking
All
like
right,
that,
Master
man.
Tio. Yeah, Tio is telling Chris, sheesh.
Thank you.
I know that's why I said that.
He understands that I fucking Thanos, and I will blank you out of this. No, I will blimp you out of this world. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no motherfucker that got power like me, motherfucker. No, I'm just playing. Hi, how you doing, Muscles? What's going on?
Fortnite.
Oh, you want to get killed again?
Yo,
Now,
I want to say a quick shout out.
Let me first show in 2023.
I was feeling bad for. I was feeling bad how we was doing my dog Tio though. Like he was the only one fighting.
He
is
deserved it.
the only one fighting, bro.
He deserved it. He really did
Summer
deserve it.
versus winter,
And
that was
Keys, I know that you don't do kitty games because I know your aim. You shoot blanks. I get it. But like, if you do want to come on here and get this work, I would love for you to come on here because you
talk about the Keys.
You talk
Shout
about
out
you
to
do a
Keys.
man. You talk about you do a man game. I just want to I want you to come on Fortnite or a matter of fact, I'll make a deal with you. If you play Fortnite, I promise you, I will play Call of Duty with you.
Yeah, we play Warzone. It's free.
Bro, there's grown ass people that play Fortnite. You just mad because you know that you'll get murdered. But
I'm grown. I play Fortnite.
I digress. I'm just,
What?
bro. As
Why
your
not
friend,
play both? Why not play both?
Because
we can play Warzone.
Keys don't want to get. He talk about he don't play. You know what? I'm done with Keys.
Yo, I do want to give a shout out to the comment section, man. Y'all been on fire.
Play FIFA.
Keys. Keys want to sit back and he want to play he want to play kickball all day. So I'm like, listen,
Not kickball.
I'm done. I'm sorry, soccer. Like he want to play FIFA or whatever.
And
he want to play that. That's fine.
Yeah, and to piggyback on what Steph said, man, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Shout out to everybody in the chat for real. I seen y'all been active as hell. Shouts out to y'all. I couldn't go an episode without saying that. Shout out to y'all.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat.
Unfortunately, I have to jump off here because I'm being called to TikTok or whatever. I'm about to do another.
About to do a live.
Yeah, I'm about to do another.
Ziggy,
live
I play
with,
Ziggy.
Everybody.
Yeah. So everybody. So next week. Right after Christmas or whatever, we'll be back on here, and I'll join with you guys in a few for Fortnite.
No. Go do your TikTok and
no, I'm gonna do my TikTok. No, make sure that y'all stay up because you know that T.O. has a bedtime. He need to be read a bedtime story. So make sure you keep his ass up.
I have a bedtime.
Make sure you keep him up though. But no,
happy holidays to all our viewers.
Okay. Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah, just want to say to all the viewers out there, happy holidays, and Hanukkah starts today. So for anybody who's Jewish, happy Hanukkah, and of course, Merry Christmas to all. And I hope you please be safe during these final days leading up to Christmas. We want y'all to be getting home to your families, have y'all a great time, and then of course, we want y'all to make it into 2023. So,
right.
Please be safe.
Bars.
All right, T.O., any last words, bro?
Yeah, thank y'all for an amazing show. Hold on, Chris. Somebody wants to say bye to you. Here.
Bye.
Bye, Treyu.
But yeah, thank y'all for an amazing show. Again, thank y'all for your continued support. We thought we almost lost a cookout, but Elon Musk, got beat up by Black Twitter. But yeah, thank y'all.
They stomped them out.
Thank y'all again, yo. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Make sure to check out our TikTok and look out for the next episode of Cookout.
All right.
Peace out,
and, let's see, Stefan.
Yo, once again, thank y'all for making 2022 enjoyable for us. We've been having a crazy time here on Hills for Life podcast, and 2023, we're gonna see what the moment holds. We got so much coming up in the new year. I know everybody's gonna have their eyes on Wrestle Kingdom. Of course, we got the Rumble coming up in January, and then from there, it's gonna be a crazy year in 2023, man. y'all continue sticking with us, man. The Wu-Tang Clan of professional wrestling podcasting, the Hills for Life. Y'all continue sticking with us, man. We're gonna make sure we continue to entertain y'all and also bring facts to y'all. Thank y'all so much for making this year fun for us, and y'all be safe this holiday season.
Cool. And once again, man, Christmas season, we're all adults. If you have an adult or a grown up that's telling you why you aren't getting them anything for Christmas, tell them to grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is a kid's holiday, so don't be letting nobody guilt trip you on why you ain't get gifts or nothing like that. Don't let people take you out your Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is a kid's holiday. You know what I'm saying? Get the kids something. You don't have to break the bank. Dollar Tree, you can buy all type of action figures and toys from the Dollar Tree. Don't be overthinking these gifts and different things like that. You can run your credit card up trying to buy gifts for people, and guess what? By February, all them toys are gonna be in the closet somewhere under a kid's bed or something like that. So don't be stressing yourself out during this holiday season, getting ungrateful ass people these gifts. Calm the fuck down, sip on some hot cocoa or some tea. Watch Home Alone, watch Turbo Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that, and have a good time off of work. Enjoy your time off, enjoy your family, and don't be worrying about all these gifts, getting gifts and all that shit for people. You know what I'm saying? Christmas ain't about that. Christmas is about having time off from work, spending time with your family and loved ones, and watching the kids have a good time. You're a grown up now. You're not a damn kid no more. Stop worrying about who getting toys and who got you toys and who didn't get you toys. Y'all are grown ups. Watch some Home Alone and shut the fuck up. Also,
right there.
Huh?
That's a Hill promo right there.
Yeah, that was a quick promo right there. Also, make sure y'all check out our merch store, heelsforlife.com. We're probably going to have a Christmas sale going on, a Christmas promo code. So whenever y'all go to our website, you'll see at the top if a promo is going on, and you'll be able to click it and put the promo code at checkout, get you like 10-15% off. I'll discuss it with Chris to see what is a comfortable percentage that he's cool with for y'all to have off, and then we'll go from there, and we'll let that run to the new year or something like that. But definitely stay tuned in our store. And other than that, man, we definitely appreciate y'all, and y'all like Reese said, y'all be safe this Christmas holiday.
Yeah, and Zig, to the point, if people do be acting up like Christmas, don't act like Chris Jericho getting beat by Action and Andretti Wednesday night.
I say, man, we adults, man. The Christmas is for the kids.
Have a Merry Christmas, y'all. We'll see you guys next Sunday for our last episode, 206. To that time, I'm your host, Mr. Team Brigade. Thank you, Mr. Rocky Reese. Thank you, T.O. Thank you, Mr. Producer, Ziggy. And thank you, Mr. Stephen Garland. And we'll see you guys next week.
And
Peace,
catch
everybody.
Chris on TikTok. Where can we find you on TikTok?
Right now on TikTok. I'm about to join
on what?
Battle Rap Wrestling Media. So I'm about to go live with them in a minute.
All right. See y'all.
All right, everybody.
It looks like you lost another one.
It's just the fact that I'm highly dedicated to the grind. And I ain't never fake, boy, I'm like this all the time. And I'ma do me, it don't matter how you feel. And I'ma win even if I lie, cheat or steal. That's just real, I don't care if I leave the opposition feeling ripped off. And it's only cheating if you get caught. If you ain't with me, homie, I can never love ya. If you don't like it, I got 2 words for ya. I just rather lie, cheat, and steal. It's cool being face, it's better being the heel. And I don't ever care how they feel. It's cool being face, it's better being the heel.